Okay, if not, let's go to the translation homework and figure out what we need to correct here. Any questions? Okay, so number 8, we have menate, and he tells you that means remain. Ente agape te ame. What is en? That's what type of word is that? That's a preposition. And what does it require its object to be in for case? Dative. En requires the dative case, and only the dative case. And so notice that I have a string of datives here. Te, agape, te, ame. All right? So why are they dative? Because the preposition en requires that. Is agape an adjective or a noun? It's a noun. Good. Is ame an adjective or a noun? Ah, this is an adjective. Is the adjective articular? Yes, it is. That article agrees with the adjective in case, gender, number. Is there a noun that it also agrees with in case, gender, number? Yippee! Then this must be attributive, and it's telling me which love. And in this case, it's my love, right? So remain in the love the my, which means remain in my love. When you have a possessive adjective, do not use the article in your English translation, even though the article occurs twice. Because the word my, by definition, makes the noun definite, right? It's not just any old love. It's my love, your love, his love. That's specific. So don't use the article there. Okay, so remain in my love. Eantas entolas mu te resate. So what's eon? It's one of our new words. If. And then what case is tas entolas? Yeah, this is accusative plural. So that means that this is probably the direct object. And I want to go find my verb, or we're going to sound like Yoda. Right? So where's my verb? Here it's teresate. If, now go to your verb, you keep, now my direct object, yeah, my commands, literally the commands of me. So if you keep my commands, menete, here he tells you it means you will remain. This is a future tense verb. You will remain. You will remain where? In the love it's of me, which is to say in my love. Again, do not translate the article if you have a possessive pronoun or a possessive adjective. Now, it's interesting, isn't it, that you actually have both ways of saying my here, don't you? The genitive pronoun of me or the possessive pronoun, or excuse me, the possessive adjective pronoun here. Okay, so you will remain in my love. Kathos, new word, just as. Ego tas entolas tu patras mu teterika. Now, he had to give you that. What case is tas entolas again? Same, right? So I want to go find my verb before I translate the direct object. Just as I, teterika, have kept, and now tas entolas, the commands tu patras, of the Father, and then it's not just of the Father, but of the Father mu. Yeah, of the Father of me, which is to say of my Father. Okay. Kaimeno, and I remain autu en te agape. Now, there's a little bit of trouble here, right? What case is autu? It's genitive. Why is this in the genitive case? Is there some preposition that requires the genitive case here? Nope. So it must be genitive because it's in a genitive relationship with something, right? What might it be in a genitive relationship with? Okay, te agape. So there are some situations, and I mentioned it, I don't know if it was last week or the week before, where your genitive noun sometimes comes before the head noun. We usually expect it after, but you will find places where it comes before. In your translation, though, or at least in your mind, you might put it back in its place. And so realize it's, and I remain in the love autou, in the love of him, which is to say, I remain in his love. All right? Now, haute is one of your older words. We're actually going to learn a lot more about this in a few chapters, but what does this mean? This is not aute with a smooth breathing. This is haute with a rough breathing. So this is from hutas haute tuta. That means this. And what gender is this? It's a feminine this. So this feminine singular thing, this is he entele, he ame. What's that saying? Yeah, this is my commandment. Hina, that agapate, you love, alelus. One another. What case is one another here? Accusative. Plural. Masculine. Why is it accusative? The direct object of love, right? That you love someone whom let you love one another. Kathos, just as agape sahumas. I loved you. All right, there you go. Are we happy? Yes, this should make you happy, even if the Greek doesn't. All right. There you go. Any others you want to work through real quick? Number 9? Yeah, let's look at 9. All right, so we have autugar esmen poiema. Thank God he translates that for you, right? Workmanship. Now, what case is autu? Genitive. You see that upsilon there, right? So is it genitive because there's a preposition requiring a genitive object? No. So it very likely is genitive because there's a head noun that it is in a genitive relationship with. And what might that be? How about poema? That's a noun, right? So that might be my head noun, and this would be my genitive noun. And so it's the workmanship of him, which means it's his workmanship. So remember, gar is postpositive, so it comes in second position, but I'm going to translate it first in my English translation. So what's gar mean? So for esmen, we are, and then workmanship of him, we are his workmanship. Ktesthentis, he tells you, created. En Christo Iesu. Yes, in Christ Jesus. Now, why is that dative case? Because the N requires it. Good. Okay, so it created in Christ Jesus. Epi for ergois agathois. Okay, that's right. Good works. Now, do you see epi there? What type of word is that? That's a preposition. And prepositions require their objects to be in particular cases. So why is ergois agathois in the dative case? Because it can't be what? Yeah, it can't be nominative, so it's got to be one of the other ones. And epi will take its object in, well, there's a number of cases, but here in the dative with this meaning for. Now, hois is a relative pronoun, so you could translate that as which. Pra e toimasen. Hatheos. What case is hatheos? Nominative. So I'm going to want to translate that before my verb because it's the subject, right? So which God prepared beforehand. Hena, in order that, or so that, and altois, in them. Remember, altos is him, but this is plural, so we need to switch to our plural third person pronoun. So that in them, peripatesomen, we might walk. Now in English, I'm going to probably want to translate my verb first and then the in them. That's because for us in English, usually our adverbial prepositional phrases come after our verb. Otherwise, we sound like Yoda. Okay. Now, by the way, in Greek, adverbial prepositional phrases also usually come after the verb. So when you have it placed before the verb, that's in a marked position, and it is trying to draw attention to that fact. All right? Okay. Other questions, or does that help? I don't know. Axel, was that you? Okay. Good? All right. Yes.
You don't have to do number for the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a phrase, there's a part there, kai anas teso auton ego. It says, I myself will raise him
Mm-hmm.
on the last day. I don't know why myself is there.
Yeah.
He had included, I myself will raise him on the last day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ego came after the verb.
I honestly don't think that I would have said I myself. Okay. The reason, though, I think Mounce felt like it was necessary to put that there is this. As you know, the endings of the verbs have embedded within them inflectional markings for subject. And so, anastaso, you already know by that I is the subject. So this ego pronoun, this I, is redundant. It's not necessary. You don't need it in order to know who the subject is. So the fact that you use the pronoun when it's not necessary then gives it some kind of emphatic flavor, because there's no reason to use it unless you're wanting to draw attention to the subject by way maybe of contrast to other things or other people. I might say things like, I love chocolate, but he loves peanut butter, right? In Greek, I would use the pronoun because I'm drawing this contrast between I as the one who loves this and he as the one who loves the other thing. Does that make sense? Yeah. All right. Great. Any final questions before we close the book on this chapter? Happy to look at a partial question if you want. Anything bugging you, nagging you, this is the time to ask. I'm pretty sure that while you're sleeping at night, the answer is not going to come to you in a dream or anything. So let's do it here. Anything at all? Yeah, let's look at 6. Okay, so esontai. Does he give you the meaning here? Yeah, it's footnote, right? So they will be. And then I have hoi eskatoi. Take a look at that for a moment. What case is hoi eskatoi? It's nominative, plural, and masculine. Very good. Is this a noun or an adjective? Is it a noun? If you look this up in your vocab list, are you going to get one article for one gender for this word? No. It's an adjective. It's a 3-termination adjective. Eskatas, eskate, eskaton. Okay? So, this is an adjective. So you want to ask yourself, is my adjective articular? Oh, yeah, baby, yeah. So this is either attributive or substantival, isn't it? Now, is there a noun that this adjective accompanies and agrees with in case, gender, and number? What about protoi? Surely that is a noun. No, it's not. Protoi is also an adjective, isn't it? So there is no noun that eskatoi goes with. So out of these two, which one must it be? Substantival. Very good. So this means the last ones will be protoi. No. That adjective is not articular, is it? And my subject is articular, and esvantai is a copula. It means to be. It's in the future, so will be. So this must be what kind of adjective? It is a predicate adjective. It's telling me what the last will be. The last will be protoi. Kai hoi protoi eskatoi. My copula is understood. It's elliptical. It's not explicit, but we can get it from the prior clause. It's assumed here. And the first will be eskatoi. So again, what type of adjective is protoi now? It is substantival. It's functioning as the subject, right? And eskatoi is a predicate adjective. It's what the first will be. Okay? All right. Well, we will stop our homework on that.